mission to regain that throne. With our soldiers on the field, we're getting deep in the zone. Giving that CCC, classic Cowboys content. Angry Cowboys fan is who you with. Angry Cowboys fan. Getting that CCC, classic Cowboys content. Angry Cowboys fan is who you with. Angry Cowboys fan.
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? How's everybody doing? How y'all doing on this Sunday evening? I would say afternoon, but it is evening time. How's everybody doing? I don't know about y'all. Let me fix that. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know. That little theme song gets me smiling. Every time I see the theme song, it gets me smiling. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? Everybody in the chat, want to give y'all a shout out. Y'all know how we do. First and foremost, got to give y'all a shout out. Thank y'all for sacrificing some of y'all time on this Sunday to come and rock with your man. So we got A in the building. What's going on, A? How you doing? Preston in the building. Hoodie Kush. What's going on with you? Cowboys Nation, 8-2 North Carolina in the building. That's what I'm talking about. North Carolina in the building. All right. Anthony in the building. What's going on with you? Ice Cold Cowboy. All right. JVB boy in the house. Ice Cold Cowboy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Angie in the building. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? True Cowboy. What's up with you? Willie, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? I think I done touched, well, I don't want to say it like that. No Diddy. I done touched on the chat. So real quick, I just want to first and foremost, I got to thank Julius for hitting the Cash App, the $20 on the Cash App. I truly appreciate it. Y'all don't know what it means. Like, it means a lot to you, man. You know what I'm saying? It truly means a lot. For those that don't know, if you saw the community tab, your man had an MRI and everything. I've been out of work for a few years, and it's due to a spinal cord injury that I suffered at work. And it makes my whole lower extremities kind of weak. You know, I can't stand on my feet for more than 10 minutes. Otherwise, I go weak in the knees and everything and blah, blah, blah. I got to sit down. So I had to have an MRI today to check all that stuff out and, you know, hopefully get some good news that I won't need surgery because, y'all, I'm scared to death. Surgery on my spinal cord. Nah, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? Might have to live with the pain, you know. But thank you, Julius. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I truly appreciate y'all. If anybody wants to help donate to the cause, donate to the channel, the Cash App is in the pinned comment on the chat. So y'all can hook it up. You don't have to. Please do not feel obligated. Please do not feel obligated. Your time is enough. But if you would like to donate, it's in the pinned comment. But Cowboys Nation, I kind of want to start this. I want to start this live off with some real stuff. I mean, I know the Dallas Cowboys is real to us and everything, but I this this whole Kairen Lacy thing, and I'm pretty sure that all you guys in the comments, all you guys that are rocking with me right now, y'all know what went down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what went down with this prospect, with this future NFL player. You know, I don't want to get into gritty details, you know what I'm saying? But I have to I have to say it. You know, he crashed into a 75-year-old man and he fled the scene. You know, the next day he turned himself in. He was charged with some felonies and stuff, some huge felonies, you know, and he was driving fast. He was illegally passing cars and, you know, being being a young man. I hate to say it like that, but just being a young man, a lapse in judgment. Well, as people might know, you know, the grand jury was forming and it was going to form on him on Monday to officially go forward with everything, with the prosecution and everything. You know, that was decided, I believe it was like Friday, but come today we get the news that brother was found in Houston, you know, dead. You know, he unalived himself. It was self-inflicted from my understanding. But I just want to touch base on this just for the simple fact that people really check on your people. Look out for your next for the person beside you, you know what I'm saying? If there's somebody in your life that you haven't talked to in days, weeks, months, you know what I'm saying? Just call them, check on them. Hey, you all right? You know, I sent a couple text messages out just like, "Hey, you all right? I ain't heard from you in a second. You know, is everything all right?" So just take the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Man, I could just imagine what was going through this young man's mind when this happened. You know, I don't think he went out that night looking to take somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go out that night just hoping that looking for somebody. Nah, that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? And just the weight of his actions, the weight of his actions after it happened, the fight or flight instinct in you. And at that point in time, everything is flashing before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I've never been in this type of situation, but smaller degrees, out of the choice that you made, your life just flashes before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And phew, this is hard, Cowboys Nation. This is hard. I mean, I didn't really follow him. I didn't follow Lacy in college or anything like that, but it's just the empathy factor for me. And I believe this is what weighed on this young man's mind and his heart. Empathy for the family who lost their grandfather, their father, their brother, their uncle, son, you know, the empathy right there. And I believe that is probably what ran through his mind during the time. And then we get the news that he passed away. This man had a great future to look forward to. He was going into the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying? He had a great 2024 season for LSU, was going into the draft, was going to be an NFL player, whether in the draft or undrafted free agent. Sorry about that. But as fate would have it, he did the unthinkable, and I just reach out to the person that was lost in the crash, his family, everybody's families that's involved that just lost two individuals, and just praying up for him, sending my prayers to his family and the victim of the crash, his family. And I just reach out to you guys to let you know, like, reach out to your brothers and sisters. Dak Prescott put something out on Instagram, and it was written on the tape on his wrist. Ask for help. You know what I'm saying? There's times in life where we just can't do this shit alone. You know, where we need another shoulder to lean on, whether we need somebody to talk to. Just ask for help. If you feeling low in your life, if you feeling low with a situation that has happened, ask for help. you know, we can't do this alone, Cowboys Nation. But I just wanted to start this live off with talking about that and just giving my condolences to both families involved. I know you guys are thinking the same thing, but this kind of hit home for me. It really hit home. But let's go ahead. You know, the glasses are doing good because they hiding the tears, but it's just like I said, I really didn't know this guy, but it is the impact of losing another young gentleman, a young gentleman that had everything in his sights. Nothing was in the rear view. Everything was in his sights. And because of a bad decision, he's no longer with us. And honestly, like the thoughts that go through your head is, you know, okay, we have the court that's going to pass their judgments and whatnot. You're going to have the court of public opinion to pass their judgment as well. And that's a lot to bear for a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can be unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, damn, Kairen Lacy, just, man, rest in peace. Everybody, if you need help, y'all know. If you're following me on Facebook or Instagram, X or TikTok, you can hit me up in my DMs and I will, correspond back with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling low and you need somebody to talk to, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. And I know I know I'm saying. I know what you're saying. Anyway, let's get on with this Cowboy stuff. All right, Cowboys Nation. I was watching a live with the homie G. Shout out to G. Let's talk Cowboys. Let's talk Cowboys. Shout out to him. But I was watching this live and everything, and I was in there, and he was talking about generational talent. You know, generational talent. Asking if Ashton Genty is a generational talent, and I had responded in his chat saying that the phrase generational talent is overused. It's oversaturated. We use that with everybody. Everybody. If we feel that they are above average in talent, there is this question about being a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, he's a great player, great running back, but generational talent. Let's see what he has in the NFL space before we constitute this man, before we crown this man a generational talent. People said that Micah Parsons was a generational talent. And honestly, what is it? Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, I'm trying to look up what a generation is 20 to 25 years. I'm just looking this up right now. A generation is 20 to 25 years. How do we have all these generational talents? I mean, like, my thing is this, like, if it's 20 to 25 years, you have one player come along those years, that's the generational talent. But when you have player after player, oh, he's a generational talent. He's a generational talent. He's a generational talent. How are we having all these damn generational talents at once? I mean, I guess it is possible. But when I think of generational talents, I think of talents that transform their organization, that transform their team, that transform the NFL or the NBA or the MLB as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I would say along the lines of like Patrick Mahomes, generational talent. Tom Brady, generational talent. You know what I'm saying? Like people would say, "Oh, Joe Burrow, he's a generational talent." Like, no, he's not because he's in the same pretty much the same class as as Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent. I look at generational talent as let's take the NBA for instance. Michael Jordan, generational talent. Transformed the NBA, not just his team. Not he didn't just transform his team. He transformed the NBA as a whole. The way it was marketed, the way people looked at him, he changed the game. Tom Brady changed the game back in the early 2000s. Now here we are in the 2020s and Patrick Mahomes is changing the game. So I just don't want to go out on a limb and be like, oh, this person's a generational talent when they're just a really great player. You know what I'm saying? Like Genty, he's a really good runner. He's a great runner in the college realm. We don't know what he's going to be in the NFL. So to already stamp this generational tag on him, are we setting ourselves up, Cowboys Nation? Like real talk, are we setting ourselves up? This guy's a generational talent when he's good. He's good. I just think it's being overused. The term generational talent is kind of like the phrase dog. Everybody that plays above average is a dog. We're watering down this whole generational talent term just like we're watering down the Hall of Fame. To keep it a buck. That's my take on the Cowboys Nation. But how do y'all feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the chat real quick, see how y'all feel about this generational talent. Real quick. See? Angie believes me. She with me. She said it's overused. It's overhyped. It is overhyped. Real talk. I can't give somebody like when Micah Parsons came into the league and they were like, "Oh, he's the next LT. He's the next." Blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, man. He ain't even better than Myles Garrett to some people. He can't even beat double teams like Myles Garrett to some people. So how is he a generational talent? I'm not saying anything against Micah Parsons and everything. Like he is I put him in that dog situation. He's that dog. He's a dog on the defensive side of the ball. But generational talent, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. Iceco said, who's a generational talent in this draft? People are saying that the generational talent is Ashton Genty. I haven't heard the word generational talent around Cam Ward. I definitely haven't heard it with Shadur Sanders, but the one that I have heard it from is Ashton Genty. Let's see. If they saying it like that shit, I'm generational talent. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Angie is the generational talent for content creators being up in the chat. She's a generational talent. Yeah, everywhere I go to give that, give my respect and support to other content creators. I see Angie. I see JVB boy. I see Ice Cold. I see Hoodie Kush. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every single one of y'all for the support that y'all give. Not only me, but Cowboys content creators alike. Man, it's a breath of fresh air to go into somebody else's live and to see y'all in there giving the exact same support that y'all give me. Man, I just feel like this whole Cowboys content creation space needs to be a space where we can all come together. Not only content creators coming together and collaborating, but you guys in the chat as well, coming together, collaborating, giving your voice. That's why we put the link in the chat. I will admit, when Sports Junkie and myself do the Facts Over Feelings podcast, things can get a little out of hand. So unfortunately, time limits are going to have to be put on 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 the links because it just we've gotten some people to actually comment on it and say like, "Hey, things are kind of getting off the rails when y'all bring people up." You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to cut it off. We don't want to cut it off because y'all have a voice just as well as we have a voice. But we do have to, you know, put a little bit of limitation on it. Um let me see. I think I got my buttons. I think I got my buttons just in case, if somebody goes too long, they're gonna get one of these. I hate to do that, but you gonna get one of those, you know what I'm saying? But let me see. It just says some people are afraid to ask for help, ashamed or prideful, or feel nobody cares enough. See, see, that's what it is. Like when somebody does something that they, oh my God, I feel so bad for this. The empathy sets in, and they are their worst enemy because inside they're beating themselves down. They are beating themselves down. And excuse me. And they kind of cocoon within themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, like, people be a shoulder for somebody. Y'all may know somebody that's suffering from depression or suffering from something that they don't want the whole world to know about. Be that ear for them. Be that ear for them. I bet that I bet empathy and just thinking about the other family Lacy was doing. And he's like, how can I live with myself when I know that I took somebody's life? God, man. This is hard, man. It sucks. It sucks. Kobe Bryant. Hey, Kobe Bryant, you say is a generational talent. I think Kobe Bryant was the emulation of Michael Jordan. I don't think Kobe Bryant changed the game per se, but he was the one as close to Michael Jordan than anyone. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, anybody. He is the one that is closest to Michael Jordan and that game changer. Like Kobe Bryant, the whole Mamba mentality. Like if you go on YouTube, you can look up some stuff. You can look up highlights to where like Kobe Bryant he'll start off the drive or he'll start off the that fadeaway, and then it'll transform into Michael Jordan doing the exact same shot, the exact same way. Like he was he was so close to Mike, but I don't know if he was the generational talent. He was very good. He was great at his craft. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was a great ball player, a great human being. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. But that generational talent is the one that changes the game. And honestly, people may say, "Oh, Angry, you crazy, you crazy. You don't watch basketball that much." But generational talent, Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry has changed the NBA to now it's a three-point league, and everybody wants to shoot the ball like Curry. So that's what I'm talking about. He may not have changed the sneaker industry, but he changed basketball. He changed his team. He changed basketball. Before then, Golden State Warriors. Who was it? Chris Mullin. Who is that other dude? Robinson, the one that could dunk pretty good. But anyway, I'm not really a basketball guy. I'm all about these Dallas Cowboys. Better. Angry, you defend Dak getting 60 million and still haven't explained Purdy taking less than he has. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if Purdy took anything and what he took. Purdy ain't took shit yet. Here I am on Spot Track looking for Purdy's contract, and Purdy ain't took nothing yet. So what you mean? And the reason why I defend Dak Prescott getting $60 million because I'm not a pocket watcher. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not a pocket watcher. Whatever he makes does not pay my light bill. 150,000%. It doesn't pay my light bill. It doesn't pay my rent. I'm not gonna look into any of these players' pockets and be like, you should be making less. Fuck that. I'm sorry, pardon my French, but I'm not gonna be that type. That's like me going into McDonald's and looking at the dude on the fryer later saying like, you shouldn't be making more than the guy on the fucking grill. No, 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 I'm not doing that. So yeah, I will defend Dak Prescott getting $60 million, like I will defend Micah Parsons getting his money, defend CD Lamb getting his money, defend the next quarterback that comes to this damn team getting his money. Like, yeah, get your money. That's what you do. Get your money. I ain't in it to back Jerry Jones. Forget that. All right. Carter could be, I guess, but I don't see that level this draft. So you're saying Abdul Carter could be a generational talent? It's just funny to me how a generational talent comes out of the draft every single year. We got to change the meaning. We got to change the meaning of a generational talent, and we got to change the wording. Generational is every 20 to 25 years. Not every single year that somebody comes out in the draft and they look nice. So I just think it's really overused. Real talk. Affectionate. Who was with the wrong team? Who was with the wrong team? Let me know. Let me know. All right. Oh, yeah, energy. Yeah, that's what it is. Talking about Dak money already. When Angry talking about generational talent. That's what I'm talking about. People will call me the Dak apologist and blah, 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 whoop de whoop. But I'll be talking about something completely different, completely off that topic. And here we go, back to Dak Prescott. Like, damn it, Dak Prescott don't stir my Kool-Aid. Shit. Like, yeah, I support the guy, but damn, I support Malik Hooker. Y'all ain't asking me or questioning me about Malik Hooker. Damn, y'all, like, people hate. Oh my God, people hate Dak. I don't understand why. Cowboys Nation. I wrote down some bullet points. That's one of the bullet points. Like, ugh. One of my bullet points is some Cowboys fans get on my damn nerves. I'll keep it a buck. And I'm not saying you per se, my dude. I'm not saying you per se get on my damn nerves, but just the thought of going in somebody's pockets. I don't even go in my wife's pockets. She make what she making. She can keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? She can keep whatever she makes. It's none of my business because I know it's gonna come to the pot. It's just like Cowboys fans, especially on Twitter and Facebook. Especially on Twitter and Facebook, you will find some Cowboys fans that make absolutely no sense. No sense. Like on X, I actually put up a mock draft. I put up a mock draft and I had Tyler Warren going number 1 because BPA. That's who was available in the draft, whenever the 12th pick came up for me. So I'm like, best player available. Boom. So I put it on X, and somebody on X said they give any Cowboys fans. Well, hold on, let me. I don't want to misquote the dude. Let me shut up. Fuck. Where is it? I don't even know. But my I don't want to spend all that time trying to look for it. But my response to him was, see, the thing is, we do have an opinion, because he said that they'll give any Cowboys fan a mic with an opinion. And I was like, we do have an opinion, just like you. The reason why I have Tyler Warren first is because he was BPA during the mock draft, best player available. So a lot of Cowboys fans, they will say, oh, yeah, we want the best player available. Yeah, oh, yeah, let's take the best player available. But when the best player available is in a position that you don't like, he's not the best player available, and you skip him. So I was going true, best player available, and Tyler Warren happened to be just that. So I took the dude. But that whole, oh man, that whole let me go to my profile on X real quick. My first 3 picks in that mock, if you're not following me on X, was Tyler Warren at 12. 44 was Travion Henderson. 76 was Savion Williams. 149 was Devin Neal. That's your first 4 from my perspective. I put it up saying, the offensive addition. Like if I was gonna go into this draft and just be like, all right, we tune in this offense to the T, then my first 4 picks would have been offense. But I think it was a repost by the homie Henny. Yeah, it was a repost by the homie. Yep, Henny the Moore, live for the liquor store. He reposted my post, and the dude said some Cowboys fans don't need a fucking opinion. Pardon my French, but I'm reading what he said. This MFer got Tyler Warren in the first round. Like, I thought you're supposed to take best player available. Cowboys fans don't know some Cowboys fans just don't know what they talk about. I mean, at sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, so I got to do my research. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I feel like judging a generational talent is harder in a sport like football because no matter how great you are, most of the times only go as far as great you are. What? Most of the time only go as far as great you are as a team. Yeah. I get you. My bad. I'm over here reading like I'm hooked on phonics. But that's what it is. That's what it is. You can go out there, you can display your talent. Yeah, you can be dope. You can get 12 sacks, 15 sacks a year, ba, but what good is that if that ain't making your team any better? You know? Like, what good is that if it's not making your team excel? You know what I'm saying? That's where I think generational talent lies. If you are a generational talent, you help your entire team, and it's like, oh, well, how can a defensive end help the offense? How many times have people said defense wins championships? That's how they help the offense. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. You're right. It's as a team. If you can make your team one of them juggernauts by the play you present on the field, yeah, yeah. See, A agree with me with the Hall of Fame comment. The Hall of Fame, man, the Hall of Fame is super watered down. It is watered down. People can just make it there now. I don't understand, why Woodson hasn't made it yet because everybody makes the damn thing for some reason. Ah, shout out to the homie J Tuck. Appreciate you popping in, J Tuck. He said, "You just getting started, Angry. Trust me, it gets worse, bro. I am seeing the underbelly this year. This is my 3rd year, as we all know, Angry Cowboys fan family. This is my 3rd year going into a season. This is my 2nd off season, and I am seeing it. Like, you are not allowed to have an opinion, because if you have an opinion that is contradictory to somebody else's opinion, they are going to drag you, whether it's making videos on YouTube, them coming over, clipping what you said and then making videos off of it, or you're going on X and this MF don't know ish about football. Like, God damn, bro, like, did you even play? Like, did you even play? But anyway, like, it's getting to a level to where, like, I didn't want to be the type to really block people from the channel, or to hide people from the channel, whatever YouTube is. And for my own peace of mind, for my own sanity, I had to start blocking people. And it's not because somebody has an opinion contradictory of mine. It's the way you bring it. It's the way you present your opinion. If you're gonna come in here and just be like, "Oh, Dak sucks. Dak sucks. You need to get him out of here." Okay, cool. That's your opinion. But how do we better the situation while Dak is here? Because he is here for the next at least 2 years. They may have an out within, that third year of the contract. They may have an out, but he's here for the next 2 years. How do we get this damn team better? Oh, well, you get better by getting rid of Dak Prescott, by trading Dak Prescott. So you're telling me that we are a quarterback away from winning a championship? No, we're not. We're not. We're not a quarterback away from winning a championship, because you can have Joe Montana out there. You can have the best quarterback that you can think in your mind out on the field. But if he's not coalescing with the people on the offense, if the defense can't stop a nosebleed, oh, well, we can go tit for tat for him, shot for shot. Okay, you go shot for shot, and then that other team has the ball at the end of the game and your defense can't stop somebody. What you gonna do then? You're gonna lose the damn game. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff, a lot of this hatred for people on the team that you say that you're a fan of, how can you hate somebody on that team? Last year, did I want Cooper Rush being the quarterback? No, I really didn't. Did I want Dak Prescott to go down? No, I didn't. But did I want Cooper Rush being in the game? No. But I backed him up. I rooted for him. I mean, there's videos of me rooting for Cooper Rush, Facebook posts of me rooting for Cooper Rush. You know what? Cowboys fans laughed at me. They laughed at me. Say, "Oh, you believe Cooper Rush can do it?" No, I'm just supporting my quarterback. I'm supporting my quarterback whether I think he can do it or not. In my head, I'm like, all right, the percentages of us making it to the playoffs have just went down even further than when Dak Prescott was in the game and we were 3-5. There was light. If Dak Prescott hadn't got hurt and all the people on the defensive side of the ball didn't get hurt, there was this light, a small little glimmer of hope in my chest where we could have rebounded and we could have made the playoffs by the skin of our teeth. But then when Cooper Rush came in, I was like, oh, season's over. But I started thinking to myself, I'm like, I can't be like that. If I have all my support, all my thought, and and I'm thinking like Dak can get it done, Dak can get it done, I'm gonna have the same outlook for Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush can get it done. In 2022, when Cooper Rush came in, he kept the Dallas Cowboys afloat to where we could make it to the playoffs. So yes, I was gonna back Cooper Rush, and I got laughed at for it. So it's kind of like J Tuck, it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Any type of idea or opinion that you bring to the table, somebody's gonna shoot it down. Somebody's gonna shoot it down. Real talk. Hey, John. John's in the building. What's going on with you? Shady McCoy is a generational talent at being a douche. Uh, yo, I got so many Eagles fans coming in on that video talking about, oh man, you ain't did what Shady McCoy did. Shady McCoy is a 2-time champion. Can you do that? Can you walk a mile in his shoes? Can you walk a mile in Dak's? I mean, real talk. Real talk. Let's keep it a bundle here. How many of us can actually play the quarterback position even at a high school level? How many of these people who are Dak detractors can even play the quarterback position at a high school level? I don't think you can. There's a lot that goes into being the quarterback, not even of the Dallas Cowboys, a quarterback. Just think about being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys and all the pressure that amounts on your shoulders because the fan base thinks that it's all on you instead of the team to win a championship. I'd had a deer in headlights look every single time too, because here I am walking on the field. Oh shit. All of this is on me. And we got a great wide receiver in CD Lamb. Yep, all of it's on you. You working your ass off. Guess what? Your shoulder's injured now. Micah Parsons, it's all on you. Guess what? He was out for 4 games. This is what happens when you work your damn players too much. And that's what people want to call Dak Prescott injury prone. You're working him too much. Oh, well, he got $60 million. I don't give a damn. You're working him too much. The salary cap keeps growing and keeps growing. That doesn't mean that a player stays down at the bottom while the salary cap keeps growing. That's not what it is. That's not the market. That's not the market for any position in the NFL. Boy, y'all about to have me on a sermon over here. About to have me on a sermon. Hoodie Kush. What about when we were leading the league in scoring, but ESPN said we had short fields to work with? That's what defense does. When Dak Prescott came into the league, it was 5, 7-yard dumps. They call them dink and dunk. Not realizing that the West Coast offense is that. The West Coast offense is pretty much a dink and dunk offense. The pass is supposed to be an extension of the run unless you're throwing it down the field. But these 4 and 3-letter networks, they put it in people's heads like, oh, Dak Prescott, he can't throw it 20 yards down the field. He's inaccurate. And then these Cowboys fans get that same stuff from Stephen A. or whoever it is, and they come to the Cowboys content creators, they come to the chats, and they say the exact same thing. Honestly, that's what y'all know. Y'all know that's why I stopped watching the 3 and 4-letter networks, because I didn't want them to form my opinion for me. I didn't want them to form my opinion for me. They weren't teaching me anything about football. Stuff that there's things that I already know, but there's things that these sports analysts and commentators can teach the people that are watching, instead of just sitting there and degrading players. And like, I'm gonna go and say, I feel bad for LeBron. I feel bad for LeBron. I feel bad for Bronny. I mean, do I like LeBron's flopping? No, but he is the flavor of the month right now, especially with Stephen A. He is the flavor of the month, and it seems like these people get notoriety off the people that they latch on to. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was Skip Bayless and Troy Aikman in the 90s Cowboys, or the 90s Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan, they leech. And Stephen A. is doing something serious to LeBron right now. God almighty. But anyway, yeah, Hoodie, because you're absolutely right, man. Defense was putting us in advantageous situations, and it was a negative for our offense. Why? Ain't that a good thing? Your defense balled out. They got you to short field so you can score. But to the Dallas Cowboys, and I won't say Dak Prescott specifically, because it was Tony Romo too. They were, oh yeah, the offense ain't good. The defense held y'all up. Last time I checked, the defense was part of the damn team, wasn't it? Real talk. Boy, I swear, man. Hoodie Kush, you gonna get me going. Miss Matrix in the building. How you doing? She's talking to Angie. Hey girl. See, I can't even get my female. Hey girl. Nah. Yeah, that's what people don't get. Jerry makes the decision that gets money. Yep. And so that who I got a problem with what? I'm over here hooked on phonics and shit. Jerry makes the decision and gets my money, so that's who I got a problem with, if anybody. There we go. Thank you, Hooked on Phonics. I appreciate you. That's what I'm saying. Ms. Matrix, we are right here. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly why I go for Jerry and Stephen Jones, before I go for the team. And during the season, you best believe I will hold players accountable. I don't give a damn if it's Dak Prescott. I don't give a damn if it's Jalen Brooks. We gonna hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying? But the person that signs the checks, the person that comes with the contracts later than what they usually are, that's who I'm going at. And is it going to ruin my season? No, it's not going to ruin my season because I'm DC for life and I am going to represent this damn organization. But I'm not going to sit here and put 100% of the blame on why we can't make it to where we want to go on the quarterback. I'm not doing it because there's been people that said that Dak Prescott looks like Tony Romo. He's Tony Romo 2.0. How in the hell do you have two quarterbacks for the last 20 years, two quarterbacks, and they exact same? There's one common denominator in this whole situation. And that's Jerry Jones. And that's who I'm going to go after when the Cowboys can't get it done. When the Cowboys can't, I won't even say get it done as far as like Super Bowl, make a playoff run. You know what I'm saying? Like, get to the NFC Championship. Even if you lose, you got something to build off of. See, what I thought with the whole San Francisco 49ers thing, especially, what was it? 2022. Yeah, 2022. I figured that Jerry Jones would see the team that we have and add to it. 2023. When we got dog walked by the Green Bay Packers, I figured Jerry Jones would see what happened. He had a front row seat to us getting our ass whooped, and I figured, okay, there's a hole. Let's plug that with some quality. Boop. There's a hole. Let's plug that with some quality. We may have to let go of a couple people, whether it's a D-Law, we might have to let them go. Let them go, but fill that gap. Fill that hole with some quality people. That's what I thought he was going to do when our Super Bowl window was open. Now that shit is shut. Our Super Bowl window is shut, and we're going to have to force it back open, Cowboys Nation. Real talk. Real talk. JVB boy, ice cold. So you're saying we're going to race to the timeout? Oh, man, I done jumped in a conversation. Oh, shoot. Hey, Robert Jackson, what's going on with you? Can someone get AD off my Mavs? He helped ruin Dallas basketball. I don't watch basketball that much, but I did see, obviously, the AD trade for Luka and everything. Well, the Luka trade out of Dallas. And I was like, damn, the Los Angeles Lakers, they kind of suffered from Anthony Davis being injured all the time. Now it's going down to Dallas. Good luck. Like, man, I saw the game. I didn't watch the entire game, but I saw the tribute that Dallas gave Luka, and I'm like, that GM, he effed up something serious. Like, oh, he don't play defense. Half the mother in the league don't play defense, but this man can shoot the ball. All right, really flawed football. So would love to collaborate with you about the Cowboys. You did? Okay, I'm slacking. My bad. I've sent you an email. Great show. I respect your honesty. Never change. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let me dig in the crates real quick. You sent me an email. I don't want to. I'm checking it right here live for you. Oh, come on now. You said you sent me. She said I sent you an email. You sent that thing at 6:15. But I got you. I will definitely read the email. I will get back to you. And yeah, in the future, we will definitely collaborate on some Cowboys talk. It's refreshing to see new people in the space that are genuinely ready to educate the masses when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys football and stuff like that, to give their honest takes and everything and make it about Dallas Cowboys football. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the clicks. It's not about the likes and the subs and all this stuff. Even though we're almost at 10K and that's been a goal of mine, y'all can help me out. But it's not, at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about getting your message out to, bam, everybody. It is all about representing these Dallas Cowboys and educating Cowboys Nation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have all the answers. That's why collaboration is so important, because I don't have all the answers. You may have answers that I don't have, and I can learn from you. That's why the title of this live is Let's Build. Let's build. Let's, everybody in the chat, bring bricks so we can build a great foundation of knowledge for these Dallas Cowboys, so that not just my channel, but CFO Sports or Cowboys Fan Talk or Henny the Moore, they can have you guys, because y'all go in and rock with them too. Y'all can go in there and build with them as well. Man, I love this Cowboys content creation space, but some of the fans, we'll have a special members only thing for that. Shoot. Let's see. J Tuck says them photos of us playing hurt a lot of feelings. Yo, man. I still think today, I'm 42 years old. I got a bad back and everything, and I have my Al Bundy moment sitting in this chair like, man, I'd love to go back and play. And honestly, that is the true reason why a brother like me gets Madden or college football or something, is because in reality, I ain't getting my butt back on the field. The last time I played, it was 8 years ago. So I was 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? I had to do the math in my head, not too good at math. But I was 34 years old and was able to bring home a championship. Was able to be that Swiss Army knife for the coach. I told Boss Cowboys, I was like, he's like, what positions you play? I was like, wide receiver, tight end, linebacker, defensive end. Like, these were the things that I did. Like, Iron Man football was a thing for us. And the wide receiver position and the linebacker position were positions that if somebody didn't show up, all right, we need you in there. We need you in there to go play because this person didn't show up. But my primary positions were tight end and defensive end. So yeah, it was cool to see that hashtag formulating, to see Cowboys content creators saying, all right, here's my proof. Here's my receipts. I've played. And I was like, okay, I got my receipts too. Let me go dig in the receipt box real quick. Here you go. Staying prayed up before every game. That's what I would do. I would go like on obviously our side of the field. I would go to the 50-yard line before every game and kneel and pray. Not pray for, Lord, please let me have some no, it ain't Lord, please let me have touchdowns, but Lord, protect all these guys that are on this field. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I had a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He was saying like, oh, you would be happy if Jalen Hurts went down. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. The reason being is because I want your squad at their best. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any excuses after a Dallas Cowboys victory. Oh, well, we didn't have our starting quarterback in, so it really didn't count. Nah, I don't want that. I want your guys at their best. I want them to be able to make it through the entire season and get their bag. If they got incentives, get those incentives as well. That's why I was pissed off with Jerry Jones not putting Cooper Rush in the game and letting Trey Lance play the last game, because he knew that Cooper Rush was looking for that incentive, and he was like, shit, I ain't paying him that. I think that's why he left. That's why he left. But anyway, yeah, man, it was good to see the photos. It was really good to see those photos. Real talk. And I always say, like, man, we should get together like during the fall and everything, go to a Cowboys game, but everybody get together on that Saturday, pick a field and go play some flag football. That'd be dope. I mean, I might be able to play for like 5 minutes, but then the back gonna start hurting and I might have to get subbed out. But, that's neither here nor there. All right, Edgy says, shake my head. Some people are selective as F. I'll stop swearing. I was getting in a little bit in my feelings when I was swearing. But how can you not hold Jerry accountable? Real talk. Real talk. Because I know, like, I wasn't as deep into the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s. Like, I was a fan, don't get it twisted. But I was a young kid. I was just getting into middle school, like right before middle school. And you know, it was like Emmett Smith went on his hiatus. I'm not playing until you pay me, blah, 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 blah. But back then, I really didn't know the ins and outs. I really didn't know all that stuff. I'm just like, Emmett ain't in the game. Where Emmett? Where Emmett? But then now, knowing what I know now, it's like, damn, it took Emmett to have to hold out into the season to get his money. Come on, man. That's bad for business. So yeah, now I'm definitely gonna hold Jerry accountable. I'm not gonna cast a negative light on Cowboys Nation. That's not something that I want to do or have plans to do. But I will keep it a buck when it comes to Jerry Jones. Uh, y'all see y'all having a conversation. I don't want to bust in on y'all conversation. That's what will be said, definitely. Instead of trying to give some positive comments about how the team can improve, now we'll hear, like Sports Junkie says, he signed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to the homie Sports Junkie. Shout out to the homie. And just because the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast is back, don't think that, the Facts Over Feelings podcast is going anywhere. We're still doing it. That's my dog. It's going to happen. But yeah, see, that's the thing, and a lot of people will say that's a cop out. Oh, that's a cop out. You say that he's signed. Well, he is, and to a lot of Monday morning GMs and Monday morning owners of teams, they would eat a $90 million cap hit in order to get rid of Dak Prescott, knowing full well how that could cripple the team. Like, you already complain about a $60 million cap hit, so you're going to put a $90 million cap hit on the books? This is the reason why when some people have gripes about Dak Prescott, I kind of like, shove them to the side, because you're not thinking in a business aspect. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking business wise. Is it good for your business to take a $90 million hit? No, it's not. And a lot of people are like, well, you just don't want to get rid of Dak Prescott. You're a Dak fan. You just don't want to see him go to another team. First of all, he has no trade clause, so we ain't going to see that. Second of all, if he goes to another team, that's what it is. If he goes to another team, deuces, wish you all the best in the world, just like Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle's the homie from Asheville. So it's like, damn, brother went to my high school. He's an alumni from the high school. Good luck. Good luck in Carolina. That's all I can say. It ain't like I'm gonna follow it. It ain't like I'm gonna follow the dude. You know what I'm saying? No. So if Dak Prescott leaves, I wish him all the luck in the world. And actually, it'd make me sit back and look at these Cowboys fans who was just so adamant on getting him to leave. I'm gonna look at him. All right, now what? Now what? What do we do? Oh, well, we just get the quarterback from the draft and everything. I don't want to hear you crying when he can't get it done. Plain and simple. Oh, well, it's going to take him time to get acclimated and accustomed to the... You were crying for Dak Prescott to get out of Dallas before his 4th year was up. Time my ass. That's something that Cowboys Nation doesn't give quarterbacks. It's something that Cowboys Nation doesn't give the line. Here we are talking about, and see, at first I was on the fence. I have solidified my side now. I'm team weapons. With the first couple first couple draft picks, I'm team weapon. Just for the simple fact, like, here we are not giving this offensive line any time to develop together, any time to gel together, and we're gonna go ahead and a 12th pick of the draft, the first round, we're gonna pick another offensive lineman. I don't get that. Give these guys proper time to develop, to gel. You knew what you had in Tyler Guyton. You knew when you drafted Tyler Guyton that he was going to be a project player. Not only a project player, but a project player that y'all switching to the other side of the field. We knew that. Give him time. Cooper Beebe, another rookie that you plugged in there because we lost Tyler Biotish. Give him time. I mean, he was doing good last year. Don't get it twisted, but give him time to be there with Tyler Smith and Tyler Guyton. That left side of the line will look a lot better this year now that they've had that time to actually work together. Terrence Steele on the right side. I believe that he is going to continue to produce. Like, yeah, 2023 didn't look too good. I actually made a video about how during that Philadelphia Eagles game, he was just letting, who was it? Was it a Hassan? Whoever the defensive end was for the Philadelphia Eagles, he was just letting them blow past him on pass protection. Just blow past him 8-9 times. But I'm like, man, the man came off a season-ending injury. You know, he's just trying to get acclimated back into the system. And toward the end of this year, the offensive line started looking good. When they made the decision to not get rid of, but Zach Martin went down to his season-ending injury. You plug in Bass or you plug in Hoffman. Hoffman was doing his thing. But, you know, there is this reservation of, can Hoffman do it throughout the entirety of the season? There is that question. And we going to find out. We're going to find out. Right now, we got a few people in that position as far as depth goes, but I feel Brock Hoffman has what it takes to be the starting right guard. He has that scrappiness to be the starting right guard. Like, he ain't backing down from nobody. And I like that. So, yeah, I want to give Hoffman a chance. Cooper Beebe, don't know what they plan on doing with him. You know, are they going to move him back to the left guard position? If that's the case, you moving Tyler Smith back to left tackle? I mean, we know what we have in Tyler Smith as far as left guard. We got an all-pro. We got a Pro Bowler. You know? But that's neither here nor there. But like you said, yeah, like Sports Junkie said, he signed. What can you do with Dak Prescott except for and this is another thing. I've heard people, well, we just benched Dak Prescott. You just put him on the bench. Are you serious? Like, this ain't me defending Dak Prescott or whatever. This is me asking a legitimate question. So you are going to have a $60 million player who has gotten you to the playoffs, who has gotten you to the divisional round, who has helped get you to the divisional round. You're going to sit that person down and make him hold a clipboard for $60 million while you let an unproven Joe Milton lead your team. On top of that, Joe Milton has the same things, the same traits that Dallas Cowboys fan complain about with Dak Prescott. But we quick to want to see him go in the game and take Dak Prescott's spot. But he has the same things that y'all complain about. Not accurate. One thing. You know, quarterback vision. Being able to read the defense. They complain about that. Not only in college, but with the New England Patriots as well. But all this stuff, all the complaints, but y'all still want to see him get in the game because he's on the rookie deal. Well, you got a quarterback that's on a $60 million deal, so that rookie deal don't mean shit. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Oh boy, the chat is going quick today. See my man Coyote in the building. What's going on, Coyote? Judah came in the building. What's up, man? How you doing, Drew? Ah, boy. See, Drew says ACF trading Wentz led us to winning a Super Bowl while Jerry holds on to Dak. Keep Dak there. You know, trading Wentz didn't win y'all Super Bowls. You won a Super Bowl with Wentz there. You won one with him there. So it ain't like you were a quarterback away. Y'all got there. He just happened to go down to an injury, having your bus driver go into the game and win the damn Super Bowl for y'all. So is that a testament to Carson Wentz, or is that a testament to your team? Because even though Carson Wentz went down, Nick Foles came right in there and picked up and was able to lead that team. So it's all about the team, all about the coaching, all about the coaching, all about the scheme. It's not just you traded Wentz, because you were in the Super Bowl with Wentz too. Okay. Psh. I wonder if, Robert, I wonder if Jerry called the Dallas Mavericks like, yo, you got to do something stupid. I got to get off the hook, bro. I got to get off the hook. You got to do something dumb. Oh, well, we got something coming down the pike. We going to trade Luka. Perfect. Oh, shoot. Take the heat off his old ass. Ah, shoot. Hoodie. Why are there pigeons in Cowboys? What? Why are there pigeons? Because skirt all this NFL crap. Those pigeons are good people. Real talk. We may hate the Philadelphia Eagles and all that stuff, but I give good people the leeway to be here. I give good people the leeway to have a voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles, but my thing is, my nephew, shout out Rail, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You know, my brother-in-law, shout out Brian, he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. But that doesn't mean I ain't going to allow them to come into my stream, because at the end of the day, they're showing me support. Showing another brother support, and I appreciate that. Truly do. Truly do. He said, why you mad, bro? Why you mad? But anyway. Pointless takes. Yep, pointless takes is diabolical. I've been using that word a lot. That shit is diabolical. I have been using that word a lot. Oh, Philly D in the house. Hey, what's going on, Philly D? How you doing, man? Appreciate you with the support. Don't like your team, but appreciate your support. Dak has had great teams. I don't think so. I mean, don't get it twisted. When the team came together, they built great. But you tell me anybody's stats before coming to the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, one person that I could tell you is like a Stephon Gilmore or a Brandon Cooks. But what was Amari Cooper's stats with the Raiders? What was his stats? What was Michael Gallup's stats before he came to the Dallas Cowboys? Oh, he was drafted to the Dallas Cowboys, so they made him pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He took the opportunity. Don't get it twisted. Took the opportunity with his abilities and everything. The toe drag swag. Love Michael Gallup. But at the end of the day, he made his name being a Dallas Cowboy. Amari Cooper made his name being a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we might have had great teams, good teams, but I bet you, let's take a look at last year's team. Is there anybody other than CeeDee Lamb? Take CeeDee Lamb out of the equation. CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons, take them out of the equation, and Tyler Smith. What weapon would you trade from the Philadelphia Eagles to the Dallas Cowboys? What weapon would you trade for one of our weapons? None of them, right? You gonna trade your running back for Rico Dowdle? You gonna trade your wide receiver for Jalen Tolbert? You gonna trade Devontae Smith for Jalen Tolbert? for Brandon Cooks. You gonna trade him for Brandon Cooks? No, you're not. So to say that they had great teams, that's easy for a Philadelphia Eagles fan to say. It's easy to say, oh, they had a great team. If we had a great team, we would have been in a Super Bowl. And great teams doesn't stop at just the players on the field. A great team consists of the coaching staff and the schemes that they put into the game, the ability to be able to change and switch up, whether it's at halftime or the end of the first quarter. It also takes a great GM and an owner to recognize where the shortcomings are coming from in your great team to be able to fill them so you can achieve greatness. But just like the Hall of Fame, just like the generational talent term, great team, that's an overused statement. People will say anybody had a great team. Oh, the Los Angeles Chargers had a great team. No, they didn't. Damn. Boy, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you sacrificing some of your time to rock with me on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Ice Cold, why does Drew have a wrench? Because Drew is my bro. Drew is my brother. Because it don't end with this football shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was on a live and my brother had just gone through the trauma that he went through, and I almost cried on the live. Drew was in my DMs. Drew was in my DMs asking me if I was all right. Drew was in my DMs praying for me. So that's why Drew has a wrench. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's brothers. Fuck this football stuff. It's brothers at the end of the day. It's sisters like with Angie and Miss Matrix. You know, it's a family here. You know, yes, we root for our teams and everything. We may have factors that we don't like your team. They don't like our team. But at the end of the day, they respect us. They respect me. And I hope that they respect you guys. If you ain't respecting Cowboys fans up in here, you got to get up out of here. But at the end of the day, he's just very passionate about his team, just like we are passionate about our teams. And I respect these individuals as men and women. Real talk. That's why they got it. But I said the ops talk like Dak had the Avengers. Yeah, shoot, every time. See, that's what Jerry needs to do. Instead of that thunderstruck shit, you need to play the Avengers theme song whenever they come in. Dun, 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 you know. Yeah, but people act like we had the super friends, like we had Superman and Wonder Woman, everybody out there, and nobody could touch us. Like that ain't the case. If that was the case, Green Bay wouldn't have came in our home and said, "Oh, they got an undersized linebacker. We're gonna run the ball on them." They wouldn't have said that. But you know, great to some isn't great to others, I guess. Hoodie, we haven't made it to the playoffs consistently after Aikman until Dak. There has not been a time where we have missed the playoffs 2 years in a row with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has led this team to be able to make a run in the playoffs. People say that Dak Prescott has the deer in headlights. Look at your coach. Look at Mike McCarthy. Did he have the deer in headlights look? Yeah. Yeah, everybody knew we were front runners. Everybody knew that we had to get ahead of the team before they scored. We had to score. We had to be up so that we could pin our ears back and go after the quarterback. If that didn't work, the whole scheme was blown. No diddy. Philly D said Dak is a good quarterback, but he's not on a level as. We gonna go here. We're not going here. Nope. 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 We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I gotta take a hit for that. We're not doing it. Nope. Nope. This is not going to de-evolve into a Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts thing. Them brothers, both them brothers, do your damn do. You know what I'm saying? Get your damn money, go out, represent your team. But when we meet, it's down. It's down for Philly. You know what I'm saying? Down to the Eagles, down to Jalen Hurts. But, and the fact that the NFC East, we got 4 quarterbacks that look like me. We got 4 quarterbacks that look like me. It's a sight to see in the NFC East. I love it. I love it. And I love when the NFC East is competitive. Right now, the Washington Commanders, let's see what they got for year 2 with Jaden Daniels. But if they played the way they played with his rookie year, oh man, the NFC East is going back to the NFC Beast when football is super competitive. I mean, I know people just want their team to be great and the rest of the teams in the conference and stuff to suck, but I don't know. I'm the type of guy that likes a game won by 3 as opposed to a game won by 30. You know, I like it because at that point, it shows you that both teams were equipped, but our team was the better team that day. You know what I'm saying? Our scheme was the better scheme that day. Those blowouts, yeah, they're cool, they're nice, and I know that was a gripe with a lot of people with Rico Dowdle that he didn't run over 30 yards. Like he never got over 30 yards. He never got over 30 yards. I didn't care. I didn't care. Just for the simple fact that if he remains above the sticks, what we want to do, we don't want to just go out there and boom, just gash him, score a touchdown, get our defense back out on the field. Especially after DeMarcus Lawrence was saying we was tired, we was tired, man. No, 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 no. So we gonna play this time of possession game. I'm gonna be that annoying dude on Madden that comes on and I play you and I sit there and I run out the play clock every single time. Like, damn, pick your play. Nope. I'm gonna be that dude to just kill you. Not really YouTube. I ain't, metaphorically speaking, but I'm gonna be that type of person. Death by 1,000 cuts. Death by 1,000 cuts. And if Rico Dowdle is out there running 30 yards a clip, I mean, it's great for his average and everything. It's great for his stats, but it ain't great for the time of possession. Those 50. Oh, Joe Milton can throw 80 yards. What the fuck? What is that gonna do? What is that going to do? Okay, we hit an 80-yard bomb. There's our defense back out on the field getting tired. The best offense is a great defense, but a great defense is the best offense because the offense can keep them out on the field, keeping them fresh. You know what I'm saying? A little football trick. You know what I'm saying? A little football trick if you ain't played the game. Hoodie Kush, he's been a member of Angry Cowboys Fan, family member for a month now. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate anybody who is here, but who is also a channel member. Thank you so much for representing the Angry Cowboys Fan family. Miss Angie, 5 months. 5 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months as a channel member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Drew, don't be doing that. Now, come on now. Don't be doing that. That's one of those nan and the boo-boo shits. Don't do that. Come on now. Football, baby. Football. John, man, it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Says, I am forever a Cowboys fan. But 2 of my all-time favorite NFL players were reputable Eagles. Reggie White, rest in peace. All right. B-Dog. Much love and respect here. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, why does it? And I've seen this, whether it's in Cowboys Nation or whether it's in football in general, basketball, wherever, it is you against me. No matter if we're playing or not. It's you versus me. Republican versus Democrat. Jordan versus LeBron. Like, damn. Come on now. Why can't we just have some respect for the other people? You know what I'm saying? I respect the shit out of the Eagles. I do. I respect the way that they are able to build teams and they see that they don't have the team that they need. So they reconstruct and build again. Shoot. I like that. But that doesn't mean I'm going to throw this hat off and put an Eagles hat on and say, go Birds. Nah, nah. But we can definitely take notes on how they do things. We could take notes on how they manage their cap because they're doing something right. I don't hear Stephen Jones, well, they're going to have to pay the piper in a few years with Jalen Hurts. Like, well, they got Super Bowls in that time. Let them pay the piper at some point. They got what they were looking for during that time. So it's like, sell the farm, sell the house, sell your grandma for the Super Bowl. Once you get the Super Bowl, okay, all right, now we gotta chill. We gotta think about these books and everything. We gotta get our money in order and who can we keep, who can we blah blah blah. Win a Super Bowl, Cowboys. That's what you do. Win a Super Bowl. Yeah, see, JV, see, man, I ain't wanna get on my I ain't wanna get on the bully pulpit, but I had to. LT Ray in the building. Angry. How come Justin Herbert is talked about like he's the next Tom Brady? He ain't a Dallas Cowboy. If Justin Herbert was a Dallas Cowboy and Dak Prescott was with the Los Angeles Chargers, they be talking about Justin Herbert just as bad as they talk about Dak Prescott. He only got us to 2 playoff appearances. 2 playoff appearances, 2 losses. What the hell? Blah, blah, blah. Not realizing that you can actually build off that. That, yes, a loss is a loss. And somebody be like, oh, there ain't no moral victories in football. But there's stuff that you can build off of. Again, let's build, Cowboys Nation. But there are things that you can build off of from a season where you only make the divisional round. Because tell you the truth, Brian Schottenheimer being the head coach, my goal, my want for him is to win a Super Bowl within his tenure of being the Dallas Cowboys coach. He has 4 years right now. Dak Prescott has 4 years right now. So my hope for them, my dream for them is for them to get a Super Bowl within those 4 years. It could be Brian Schottenheimer's first year. We go to the Super Wild Card weekend, get bumped. That's a step up from last year. We didn't even make it to the playoffs. His next year, get to the divisional, get bumped. His next year, get to the NFC Championship, get bumped. 4th year makes the Super Bowl. Learns from his mistakes and happens to win it. Who's going to be mad about that? Who's going to complain? Except the ones that expect a Super Bowl every single year, but we know that's not going to happen. But who would complain with the 4 years that Brian Schottenheimer is here? He wins a Super Bowl in his 4th year. And I love the whole Brian Schottenheimer thing. And let me just tell you guys why I was against the Deion Sanders situation. People have this notion that Deion Sanders would have come to the Dallas Cowboys and changed the culture, changed Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones' way of doing business and their way of thinking. I think it would be a little bit more the opposite. That Deion Sanders would have came here and he would have his first time being an NFL coach. Jerry and them wouldn't have helped him. You're going to have to do with what you have. He have a little bit of sway and a little bit of say as to who we're getting, but they ain't going to break the bank with Deion Sanders. They're not gonna break the bank with Deion Sanders and bring in a top player just because, hey, you're Deion Sanders, we'll do it for you. No, that wasn't gonna happen. There was more of a chance for Jerry and Stephen Jones to put a blemish, to tarnish Deion Sanders' legacy, and I didn't want that for the brother. So I'm like, stay your ass in Boulder, Colorado, so that you can help these guys who may be weak-minded in college to get the mentality that they need for the next level. I believe that is way more important than being a coach of an NFL team. You're getting these guys acclimated to the NFL system so that they don't have a shell shock when they get into the league. That is super important to me. So that's why I didn't want Deion Sanders to come to the NFL, to come to Dallas, But as far as Justin Herbert, man, I'm like, and I'll keep it a buck. Forget Justin Herbert for a second, but I'll keep it a buck. Um, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, yeah, he made it to a Super Bowl. What has he done after? What has he done after? If this is all about just the quarterback position and it doesn't make a damn difference whether your team is lacking or not, what has he done? Oh, he made it to a championship. He made it to a Super Bowl. He lost. Oh, well, he did it with a busted line. Well, what's all these excuses? I thought if a quarterback was good enough that he should win the Super Bowl. That's the expectation you have for Dak Prescott. So and the fact that Joe Burrow has been hurt on numerous occasions, you don't hear the narratives of, well, Joe Burrow is injury prone, but you damn sure hear it about Dak Prescott. It's all about the star. I'll keep it a buck. It is all about the star. We got the league commander in the building. League commander, a Washington Commanders fan. Hey, what's going on with your brother? Says Angry. I hope Dak continues to do just enough to want to keep him around. Anything else would be uncivilized. if Dak does his damn thing, it still doesn't make a difference. If Dak plays to the best of his ability, he has boom, he's at the ceiling. If you got players around him that don't play to the best of their ability, then what's going to happen? Prime example, the Philadelphia Eagles game in Philly when Dak played. It wasn't last year, it was the year before, I believe. The year before. We go to Philly, we lose. But Dak is trying to do what he needs to do in order to lead this team to a victory. He tried scrambling for that touchdown, and I had some Cowboys fans, had Philly fans talking about, well, if he wore a size 9, he wouldn't have stepped out of bounds. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry. Didn't mean to swear, but are you kidding me? Real talk. So it's not just Dak. It's not just Dak playing to a level. It's the entire team playing to a level. It's the organization allowing your team to play to a level. It's your organization allowing your coaching staff to be able to get those players to play to a level. You know what I'm saying? So people can hate and everything because league commander we'll keep it a buck. The Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott at the quarterback position, they've kind of handled the Commanders over the last decade. And just this year that y'all got Jaden Daniels and y'all were able to even say anything. you know, like we want Dallas. You remember that? I relished in making that video. Just for the simple fact, we didn't even have Dak. We had Cooper Rush, and everybody, we want Dallas, and Cooper Rush went out there and beat y'all. He led a victory over the Washington Commanders. So, bro, don't count your chickens. That's all I gotta say. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Y'all had a good season this year. Commanders in here talking shit. Had a good season this past year. You had that second year slump? We don't know. So, anyway. Drew. Stop. Bro. Stop. Damn. People questioning me. Why he got a wrench? Stop. For real. All right, I got a super chat in the building. Appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Suave D in the building. No diddy. It says, keep up the great work. I truly appreciate you. And the way that y'all show me that what I do is good Y'all come here in the chat. Y'all rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all comment in the comment section. I truly appreciate y'all for that. You know, because I ain't trying, like I said, I didn't want it to be just a place where I spoke to myself. And I don't want it to be. By no means do I want this platform to be something that, oh, yeah, we just agree with Angry. We agree with Angry Cowboys Fan. You know what I'm saying? We agree. No. If you don't agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, talk to me. Tell me your side. You know what I'm saying? Because I might be saying things from a skewed perspective, or we may not just agree. But I want you to have your say. I want you to have your voice. That's the important thing over here on the Angry Cowboys Fan. So I appreciate you, Suave D. Thank you so much. Keep rocking with you, man. And Robert Simmons says Dak Prescott better than Hurts. Oh no. We can't go there, bro. We can't go there because the last Facts Over Feelings. Let me talk about this real quick. The last Facts Over Feelings episode that we had, we brought a couple of guys up there. One was OG, who was telling me I need to quit my channel if I'm wrong about Dak Prescott. And Cowboys Corner. Cowboys Corner, I like his perspective. I like his takes. He doesn't like Dak Prescott, but he's not willing to just throw the baby out with the bathwater. He's like, show me something. Show me something. And I can respect the shit out of that. Yeah, I can really respect that. But it got to a point where things got off the rails a little bit. The conversation got off the rails, and at that point, when you're having the debate about Dak Prescott being better than so-and-so, you're having the debate that the Cowboys should have walked out on Dak Prescott. They should have let him finish out his contract, things like that. I like Dak Prescott. You don't like Dak Prescott. At the end of the day, it's not teaching us nothing. It's not teaching us a damn thing about football. You know what I'm saying? I stopped watching the 3 and 4 letter networks because they didn't teach me anything. And when I made the Angry Cowboys YouTube channel, I was like, yeah, I'm going to entertain a little bit, but my point is to educate and to be educated. Like I said earlier, there's things that I don't know. I'm not the oracle. That I don't know everything about football, but I'm damn sure willing to learn. I'm damn sure willing to hear different perspectives on the sport, different perspectives on the team. You know what I'm saying? In Boss Cowboys' famous words, I feel like more of an offensive lineman than a wide receiver in this Cowboys content creation space. And what do I mean by that? I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody win. Whether it's the people in the chat having a great show, whether it's other Cowboys content creators, like if it's me and that whole Amazon Thursday Night Football thing, that opened the door for other people. Now, Amazon could potentially reach out to other people and get them on their Thursday Night Football shows. The moves that I make, hopefully it opens the door for another brother that's coming underneath me. Just like the moves that Cowboys Fan Talk and Jay Tuck and people like that, Foots the King, they opened the door for me. Law Nation, Mark Holmes, and Voch Lombardi, and those people opened the door for Jay Tuck and them. So it is truly trickle down. You know what I'm saying? It is truly that. And I appreciate every single one of them for the contributions and stuff that they have given to this content creation. Because it's a mofo, y'all. It is a mofo to make informative videos. You got to, some script them out, some go off the top. But to make the videos, to bring the videos out, the YouTube algorithm is unrelentless. It's unforgiving. So if you miss a day, they going to throw you to the back. So you got to stay on it. You got to stay on it. And you got to make things that is informative and not just going to water the scene down. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this off real quick because we ain't talking about that. But it is a beast. And me, I consider myself one of those type of people that will sit here and support anybody in any type of content creation space. I don't care if it's the Cowboys or it's the Philadelphia Eagles with Lord Bronson. Shout out Lord Bronson, because I know what it takes. I know what sacrifices you have to give in order to bring you guys classy Cowboys or classy content in general. I know what it takes. Those nights where, contrary to popular beliefs, my wife goes to bed before me every single night because I am in here trying to work on my next live, trying to work on my next video, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Let me give a shout out to Johnny McCrae with the $5 on the Cash App. Truly appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that helps your brother in this time of need right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just wanted to say that. But this content creation space, man, it's a mofo. So if I have anybody in the chat that has just started a channel or is thinking about starting a channel and stuff like that, your first year, it's going to be great. Especially if the Dallas Cowboys make it to the playoffs, it is going to be great. I had so many people in the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel the first year. Yeah, let's go Cowboys. Go Dak. Yeah, here we go. All this stuff. That ended. That ended with the Green Bay Packers loss. All that stuff went out the window. And it has been, whoo. There's a lot of people that I actually seen that first year, when we was doing good that first year. I seen some people. I don't see those people now. I don't see those people now that the Dallas Cowboys are mediocre. You know what I'm saying? But it's y'all. It's y'all. And I ain't going to go through and name out everybody because that's going to take about an hour. But it's y'all that stay here and that are true Cowboys fans, true fans of football. Not even Cowboys fans because we got Drew, the league commander. We got other Eagles fans in here. But a true fan of the sport. Just don't be a true fan of trolling, please. Hey, in due time. Okay. Word. In due time. Appreciate you. He said, that's me. I'm Johnny. All right. In due time. Thank you for the $5. I truly appreciate it. Yes. Landlord from Alabama better than Hurts. Yeah. Shit. When you can rhyme Alabama and handle, you better than anybody I know. Shit. The nefarious one. I told him, I was like, man, I got to get you on a track. He just looked like he can rock some shit. Real talk. I'll come out of retirement for rapping just to get on the track with Landlord. Yeah. Oh yeah, J Tuck, you used to spit too. If you still in here, yo, me, you, Landlord from Alabama, let's get it. Ah man. Hey, Jay Odin, what's up with you? Says Angry Cowboys. Well, I'll put the fan in there. Angry Cowboys fan. I like that you keep it in a buck, not holding back punches. Y'all deserve it. 110%. My thing is this, like, even in real life, hopefully we get to meet at a Dallas Cowboys game. But in real life, from day one, I give you my respect. You know what I'm saying? From day one. Like, it's like this. It's like, here's my respect. It's up to you to break it. It's up to you to burn it. It's up to you to throw it away, or it's up to you to cherish it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel in that whole situation that if I give you my respect, I gotta keep it 100% with you. You know what I'm saying? I got to, because who wants somebody like, oh yeah, I respect you, but then like lying behind your back and shit? No, nobody wants that. But I really try to keep it a buck, like especially with the Dallas Cowboys, because I don't want to be looked at as somebody that is overcritical on the Dallas Cowboys, and I don't want to be looked at as somebody that just gives the Dallas Cowboys a pass for anything they do. Oh, you give Dak Prescott a pass? No, I don't. No, I don't. But I just don't say get him out of the building. And that's what a lot of people are looking for, is for me to say, get him out of the building. I'm done with him. He hasn't showed me enough regression to even say that. And last year's regression was due to the entire team imploding. So yeah, I got to keep it real. Got to keep it real, raw and uncut. Damn, he said Stephen Hawkins is better than Hurts. Come on, bro. Oh, that ain't right. Yo, that is not right. Shout out to Stephen Hawkins. Is he? Did he pass? I don't want to say rest in peace if he's still here, but I think he did pass. Rest in peace. No, 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 no. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you to death. But you are not a fan of mine. Y'all are more like family. Y'all are more like friends. Fans is somebody like a fan. I look at I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, so I feel like I look up to them. Nah, bro. We right here. We right here. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm on here doing the Cowboys content, like I appreciate what you're saying. I truly do. I truly do. But I'm not above anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not above anybody. I'm not above reproach. I'm not above being wrong. I'm with y'all. The difference between you and I is that I pressed record. You know what I'm saying? You could have this knowledge. You could have this ability. Like, you know what? Boom. Yeah, my phone dirty as hell. You see that? But sit your phone up, had a camera right there, and you hit record. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be a fan of yours. But real talk, like we on the same level. We love our Dallas Cowboys, and I'm a fan as y'all. If you a fan of mine, I'm a fan of yours. Real talk. Real talk. Miss Matrix. See, I'm jumping in another conversation. All right, LT Ray, but at least we have this season to be happy again. Could be worse. The 49ers lost damn near all of their talent this year. Yeah, they did. They did. That's why, like, I have this conversation with my brother. I have this conversation with my brother a lot. And the situation that he's dealing with and everything, the amputation. And when he gets down, I try to tell him, like, I'll get a video from TikTok or something, like showing him a man or a woman with 2 decapitations. Like, yo, it can definitely be worse. Like, thank God that it isn't, but it definitely could be. And with the Dallas Cowboys, it could be worse. We could be sitting in the 49ers seat right now, losing all of our key players. Yeah, we lost Jordan Lewis and we lost DeMarcus Lawrence. Those players can be found again. You know what I'm saying? And where the 49ers are drafting, they could potentially get somebody to take Debo Samuel's spot. They could find somebody, but they've lost a lot of people that it's like we're looking at this draft and they're going to have to draft in order to field a team as well as the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to do the same thing. But I just think that the Cowboys are in a better position. You know what I'm saying? So if we play the 49ers for the 2025 season, we better beat them. Damn it, we better beat them. Real talk. Because for the most part, the offense, the Dallas Cowboys offense, stayed the same. Yeah, we lost Zach Martin to retirement, but for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys offense pretty much stayed the same. All you got to do is add a couple more pieces on that offensive side of the ball. I say 3, maybe 4, and then spend the rest on the defense. Bolster this defense. But anywho. Oh, Hoodie Kush, you rap too? Now I don't want to, get up there, with some woo-ha shit now. Bob your head and break your neck. I'm joking with you, Hoodie. But hey, if you in on it, hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. If you in on it, I'm with it. If nobody else is in on it, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Landlord theme. Landlord. Yeah. Landlord is a monster. He's a monster. He got tracks. Landlord has tracks already made. I'm definitely gonna have to go look at him. I'm definitely have to go look at him because I don't know. His swag just says like. Because when I first saw him, I'm like, he had to be a rapper. For real, he had to be involved in hip hop one way or another. Because he just looked like a hip hop head. And I didn't want to step out of pocket, but I did ask him. Like, yo, you used to rap before? Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Bet. Let's see, hoodie. There was a time you could say that. Oh, see, jumping into conversations. Oh, damn. True cowboy, throw your ass out of here. Uh-oh. Drew said, keep it a buck in this John. Oh, this John. Yo, when James Jones was talking about, who was he talking? He was talking about Dak Prescott. And he said the young bull. That's when I tuned out. Because I'm like, this man talking about young bull. Like the last time I heard anybody say that was Philly. Like was Philadelphia people. Like Pennsylvania people call people young bulls. Like, is Shady McCoy rubbing off on you on that set, brother? Is he rubbing off on you? Because at first, James Jones was the only the only sounding board that NFL fans had. He was that person like, okay, let's look at it from this perspective. But now it just seems like he just going along with the flow. And I'm gonna have to flame him too. Uh, LT Ray says, at least we're not the Jets. They last won a Super Bowl the same year as the moon landing. Wow. JFK was the president. That's what I mean. I think a good reason why some people consider Cowboys fans annoying is the fact that the Cowboys fans are like the Dallas Cowboys are supposed to be in the thick of things every single year. And that's just not reality. That is not reality. Somebody said it earlier that when Dak Prescott has been the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, there's not been a year where we've gone back to back not making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But it could be worse for us. We could be sitting here looking like the Chicago Bears or the New York Jets or something like that. We could have no trophies in the trophy case. And as far as people that were born in 1996, they have no trophies in the trophy case. Real talk. Because yeah, we got 5 Super Bowls. They got 5 Super Bowls. You ain't got none because we ain't won any since the time you've been a fan. And I believe that kind of constitutes a lot of people's frustration. A lot of people just saying like, I wish the Cowboys would just get there, because we've gone so long that we have fans that just haven't witnessed the greatness of the franchise. And that's why, like, a part of me wished, and I know every Cowboys fan wish we would have won the Super Bowl, but like when we had Tyron Smith and we had Zach Martin and them, that's when I was hoping. Like the 2022 season would have been the prime season to win a Super Bowl, to just pay those guys off. Thank you for your services. And I don't give a damn if it's in the next 5 years that the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. You better go give one to Zach Martin. Real talk. Like, that man been a soldier, drafted by the Cowboys, ended it with the Cowboys. Like, he could have been like, yeah, I think I got a little bit more gas left in the tank. I could just, get better from this injury and then go play for the New York Jets or something. No, he was drafted a Cowboy and he ended it a Cowboy. He deserves one. I don't give a damn if it was in the next 10 years we win a Super Bowl. He deserves a ring. Real talk. I know he like, man, I want one playing, but brother, yeah, you deserve it. It's like a Rolex when you retire. Shoot. Man, we've been on here for almost 2 hours, y'all. Oh man, y'all gonna do this through the whole chat, huh? Y'all gonna do this through the whole chat. It's saying saying this person is better than Hurts. This person is better than Hurts. Oh, put that Eagles diss track on. Now, I ain't did that yet. I ain't gonna do that to the Eagles. I can't do that to the Eagles because they're like, you making this diss track and we got the Super Bowl championship trophy at the crib. How you making a diss track? That was like, if y'all notice what's going on, Dak owns filthy. But if y'all notice, like the beginning of the season, your boy was making little snippets of songs and stuff that I was doing for the Cowboys. Then they started to suck. I was like, why am I making music? Why am I making music for the Cowboys and they ain't doing anything that I'm saying in these songs? So I had to dial it back a little bit. I might start it again for next year. Who knows? But I know what I do gotta do. And Miss Niecy, I gotta attribute her to this. I gotta let y'all know what's going on with the janitor. Y'all ain't seen the janitor in a minute. And like I'm thinking about like how can I use the janitor? My brother said he wanted to like, yo, let me be in on one of these janitor skits. And he's gonna be coming up to visit me in May. So in May, like the first couple weeks of May, I'm gonna be doing my live streams and stuff. My brother gonna be sitting right over here. So he might pop in and say, hey, what's up? He might pop in and say what's up. But yeah. But anyway, Law Nation Sports says the expectation remains the same. What, Super Bowl? The expectation remains the same as Super Bowl expectation? Expectation leads to disappointment. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow with you. Expectation leads to disappointment. So if your expectation is the Super Bowl, hopefully mentally you'll be able to handle it, because I know me, like before I actually honed in, and it was like, okay, it's just a game. It's just a game. I can't yell at my friends because we lost the game. I can't do that. So if you can get to that point, then yeah, have your expectations. Have your expectation for the team or whatever. But if you can't, and it just ruins your week, I'd keep my expectations, a little level-headed. But with the Dallas Cowboys, like there's this philosophy of greatness and like, yes, we have a lineage of greatness and blah, blah, blah. But for the past 30 years, we don't. For the past 30 years, we've been riding the coattails of the 90s Cowboys and holding on to their legacy. It's time to forge our own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Robert. Yeah, Robert. I feel the same way. Dak Prescott, CD Lamb, Micah Parsons. I mean, everybody on this team deserves one. But the ones that I'd like to see, and if we were to win a Super Bowl within the next 4 years, I would like to see Dak ride off in the sunset. Win that Super Bowl and retire. Win that Super Bowl and go be a dad. Win that Super Bowl and be the offensive coordinator to the Dallas Cowboys. Because I just feel from some in Cowboys Nation and the landscape of the NFL that this man gets a raw deal every single year. Not only do you have to put up with trying to lead your team to wins and everything, you got Cowboys Nation just sitting there just looking at you like, you better win this game. If you don't win this game, we gonna slay you on X. You better win this game. I tell you, Dak, what you doing, Dak? That's what they doing. Not realizing that this other person just chilling on the lawn chair, sunbathing. But they're like, Dak, what are you doing? Get it right. He deserves a ring. Everybody deserves a ring on this damn team. Yeah, LT Ray said that the janitor was too busy cleaning up the mess from from last year. Yeah, yep, cleaning up the mess on the field. Mm-hmm. He was busy. He was the head coach for like an hour. He was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys for an hour. Then Jerry Jones fired him, and now he's the janitor again. So yeah, we gotta chronicle the janitor moves. Gotta chronicle that even better. But guys, let me see real quick. Had a few more things I wanted to talk to y'all about. Yeah, there was a Dov Kleeman over on X. He posted something and it was about Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Y'all know who number 1 is. Patrick Mahomes. Even though he said Tua Tagovailoa is more accurate than Patrick Mahomes, he has officially ate crow, and he has said that Patrick Mahomes is number 1. Number 2, Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's because he's a Dolphin. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Number 4, Tyreek Hill's fourth best quarterback in the NFL, Dak Prescott. His 5th, Baker Mayfield. Damn. What is that saying? I mean, is that saying, oh, Tyreek don't know what the hell he talking about? Tyreek don't know what he talking about. He left the Dolphins. He left the Kansas City Chiefs to go to the Dolphins. Now look at him. There's always an excuse. Always. He left the Kansas City Chiefs for more money. It wasn't about championships on that move. I mean, when was the last time the Miami Dolphins been to a championship? So it definitely wasn't a championship move. Just like DeMarcus Lawrence talking about championships with the Seattle Seahawks. That ain't a championship move. Real talk. But I looked at his top 5. I was like, dang. And if you give credit where credit is due, it's a okay top 5. I mean, I wouldn't have Tua Tagovailoa at number 2, just off the strength of his concussion issues. Like, it's not injury prone, it's just the concussion issues. Like, dang, bro, you glass. Like, if we tackle you, we don't know if you're gonna be out of the game for 8 games, So that's like one of the only reasons I would that and the fact, like, because him and Tyreek Hill were balling out. What was it, 2023? They were balling. Just couldn't beat any notable teams, kind of like the Cowboys. But anyway. I was also looking at some news about the Dallas Cowboys, and somebody put it out in the ether that the next person to be getting the boot, and they don't have any sources or anything like that. They're just giving their perspective, kind of like I'm giving mine. But the next person to get booted from the Dallas Cowboys, Deuce Vaughn. Do you think that's true, Cowboys Nation? Because I don't. I think they're going to hold on to Deuce Vaughn. And who was it, Javonte Williams, and the guys that they have in the running back room now. I don't even think those dudes are going to make the 53-man roster. I believe that the Dallas Cowboys are going to double dip at the running back position in this upcoming draft, and that's who's going to be your thunder and lightning for this season, with Hunter Lipke and Deuce Vaughn being in that running back room. So in my mock draft, I put 2 running backs, one Travion Henderson and the other Devin Neal. I just think that 1-2 punch would be able to do something. Not a running back by committee, because we all know we kind of suck at running back by committee, but just that 1-2 punch, that tandem. Because when we had Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, when Zeke was actually, putting out a little bit of product, it was a good 1-2 punch. The Dallas Cowboys knew how to manage that. Not very well, but they knew how to manage it. You know what I'm saying? So I think with this whole Marty Ball coming to the Dallas Cowboys, the scheme that Brian Schottenheimer is going to create, the fact that he wants to be like heavy run-centric type team, I think that it's going to be a double dip in this upcoming draft. And I believe that that's what makes the running back position so important in this upcoming draft. Like, yeah, it's a deep class. It is. It's a deep class. But the Dallas Cowboys have been known to be like, that guy, we like that guy. We'll wait to the next round for the running back. Then they see another guy that they're like, "Oh, we'll wait till the next round until all the rounds are done," and you ain't made a decision or any type of move to get a running back. Oh, you brought Zeke Elliott back. That ain't gonna cut it this year. And at the same time, they got to win. Man, I'll end this live with this. They have got to win this draft. And I'm not talking about all the draft picks we have, not all 9 or 10 of them. But I'm not saying win on every single pick, but those top 3, you gotta win at. You have to win and have them be day one starters. And the reason why I say that the running back position is the most important position is because whenever you have a running back behind Dak Prescott, a great running back behind Dak Prescott, it don't matter who your wide receivers are. They're gonna ball. Real talk. It don't matter if you got a Jalen Tolbert out there with CeeDee Lamb. If you got 2 studs, 2 dogs back there in that backfield, they keying on them. They're pulling the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl and keying on your running backs while allowing your wide receivers to be one-on-one with their DBs. Like, man, the running back position is super important. And it's important to get it right. Like, you might be able to, let's say if Ashton Jeanty is not there, it's life without Ashton Jeanty. But if Ashton Jeanty's not there, you may be able to sacrifice the first round pick and go to the second to get your running back. I know there's a lot of people that's on Amarion Hampton. Hey, I'd love nothing more for Amarion Hampton to come here if Ashton Jeanty isn't available. But I also want a running back that will shake you out of your boots. I want a running back that doesn't run to contact. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that's what shortened Zeke's lifespan, was just not shying away from contact. But I believe that if you get this running back pick or picks, if you get them right, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be contenders this year. And y'all know how I come on here and I'm like, well, I don't want to predict playoffs and stuff like that and bop, bop, bop. That's how important the running back position is, how I feel the running back position is. If you get it right and you land the running back that, oh, shoot, he got 1,900 yards this year, Cowboys are going to the playoffs. Plain and simple. If you get a running back or 2 that can produce like that, y'all know what happens when Dak Prescott has a running back that gets over 100 yards in a game. That's all I got to say. But Cowboys Nation, we are going to end it here. Just kept y'all over 2 hours a little bit. And, I got to call the people, let them know, just reach out to them, let them know I love them, and I'm here if they need me. Y'all, I love y'all. I am here if you need me. Real talk. I am here if you need me. If you are not following me on Instagram, if you're not following me on X, Facebook, TikTok, I highly advise do so. It's not somebody automated if you hit me in my DMs. It's me. You know what I'm saying? So if you need help, if you need a person to talk to, if you need advice, if you need a shoulder to lean on, don't hesitate. I'm here for y'all. Just like I know y'all here for me. But we're going to go ahead and end it. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the chats. Thank you all for being here. Much love. Until next time, it's been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, on the way up to 10K. We're going to get it. We're going to get it before training camp. But all right, y'all. I'm out. Have a good night and a good week. I'll see you again soon. How many people be checking in for the end credit scene? How many people be staying around for the end credit scene? if you rock with the channel, you know that I hit that button and I come back on and I say what's up to y'all just one more time. All right, y'all. So go enjoy your Sunday. Go enjoy the rest of your day with your family and your friends. Check on a person that needs to be checked on. If you need to be checked on, reach out. Ask for help. Love you guys.